Warning. The following video is intended for viewers 13 years and older. Viewer discretion is advised. You're here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
How's it going, my YouTube family? I have another fantastic review for you guys from the Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Fighter Z Android 21 from SH Figuarts. We have a great figure here. We're going to take a look at all the accessories, paint apps, articulation, and everything else that comes about with this fan service figure. So, if you guys are new to this channel and you stumbled upon it through YouTube, my name is Ghost of Sparta. I do action figure reviews for the noble collector out there. Try not to spend top dollar on stuff that they don't need, and if it's not worth it, I'll let you know. So without further ado, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you guys don't miss a fantastic review from myself, because I do a lot of content. I post up 2 videos per week for your guys' enjoyment. So without the rest of this stalling in my announcements, let's get her out of her cardboard prison and see what she's all about. So we have her out of her cardboard prison. We have Android 21 looking rather sexy there. Yeah, I know you guys. I can hear you in the background like, oh my god, it's just so sexy. I can't wait to finally see this review because I'm a big fan of Android 21. Hey, you guys need to stop that right now. Don't do it. Your nasty thoughts, not on this channel. We could be nasty, but not like that. So let's get back to seeing how tall she is. So according to this measuring device here, we could see that at the top of her head, or like the brow area right where her widow's peak meets, you're looking at about 5.5 inches or so. No, we're looking at 5 1/8. And at the top of this little hair piece here, we're looking at a nice 6 inches from there. So I mean, she's a little shorter character. You know, they're probably depicting her to be a little shorter because she's a female. Not saying all females are short, but you know, that's how they're probably depicting it, just my opinion. Don't berate me in the comments, okay? Go ahead and berate me in the comments. So let's see this paint apps on this figure. So obviously the figure was molded from the waist up in purple plastic, or excuse me, not purple, pink, because somebody doesn't know their colors. And you could see that the paint on for the sleeves of the arm look really done very well. You can see the lining is done fantastically, as well as for the little, I guess, I don't know what these are called. Can someone tell me what these are called? I don't know what they're called, but sleeveless sleeves, some kind of sleeve. I have no idea. But you can see here that the lines are done very well. The ring is painted well. All the jewelry for her is done very well. As you can see, the shading on the pants are done. You can see there's like slight black inside this gray, because this whole piece was painted, probably molded in black, not black, but gray plastic or off-white plastic. You can see the boots are painted, or her heels. Got a nice little gold there. Someone didn't silence their phone before reviewing, but we can digress and get past that. So let's take a look at the articulation. The hair is articulated. It actually has a hinge joint. You can somewhat rotate it and you can lift it up there. You can see the hinge joint here. I gotta say, this figure feels a little rushed because, I mean, there's joints that you could see, like, really, like, they could have hid that little rivet there that holds this. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a way they could have hid that. There has to be a way. Okay. Her head could fully rotate. As you know, her hair is going to hinder that. And, you know, luckily for me, rotating it got us to the next part of how to change her face. Just like every other Figuarts, the face pops off by taking off some kind of piece of the hair. And then the face just, bam, magically just flips out of there like everything else. this review feels like it's going so wrong. If it is, guys, let me know in the comments if this review is going so wrong. Also, remember, guys, that I've also reviewed Majin Buu and Super Buu. You guys can check those out in the card up above. I'll leave links in the description. Also, my social media sites are also going to be in the description if you guys want to follow me on my Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So that's how you swap the faces there. I see that they're trying to use less and less plastic by giving her like a cone head shape for her face. So instead of giving us a nice little, like the Goku's, it's like a, what is it, like a pentagon shape or so. So we have that there. The gold on her waist for her jewelry there looks done really nice. I mean, I'm seeing no bleeding or anything like that. The line work looks done. You don't see any like gold on the white at all. Same thing for the bracelets. They're not, there's no gold on the black for the on the joint or anything. So someone had a really good steady hand. There's a necklace on her. There's no bleeding on that either. So someone did a very good job. We have her articulation. Our arm rotates 360 degrees around. Her hair kind of hinders it. We have a hinge joint. No butterfly joint. No butterfly joint. But we do get a upper bicep swivel. More of like a shoulder swivel because that's how high it is. We get a single jointed elbow, but we do get way more than 90. And we also get our wrist swivel and hinge as well. Popping off the hands just like any other Figuarts, just simple as that. Just be careful with the joint because this joint looks very fragile. I don't like how they didn't hide the joint because you could see it there. So those are just personal gripes for me. I mean, everybody else could see it's fine. So as you can see, she does have waist articulation, and she also has a diaphragm joint that she's able to crunch down, and she's able to lean forward so you can get that, you know, nice extension poses for her. You know, being a slimmer figure, female figure, she can get some really nice poses, and she has good hand gestures as well. For the legs, we have her able to kick up pretty high. She could kick back pretty high, and she's able to do pretty much some nice Jean-Claude Van Damme splits there. And we have a swivel in the upper thigh. We also get double jointed knees, but there's some massive gappage in this figure. That's why I feel like it's kind of rushed, because they didn't really think through the articulation. A lot of the other figures don't have that much gappage. They kind of filled it in just right. So once again, more personal gripes. I mean, you guys out there were probably loving this figure. They're like, oh my god, she's so pink, looks so cute. Yeah, I'm not all about all that. So I'm just looking at this for you guys, so that way you guys can see if it's worth being in your collection. I mean, it's great if you're going to try to collect. If they do plan on doing all the fighters, that'd be great, because then we'll get more. But obviously there's only so many characters in that. So that's pretty much for the articulation there, because, you know, you have her ankle swivel, we have a rocker, and we have a toe hinge. So very basic foot articulation there. So let's take a look at all of her devious accessories that she comes with, and then we'll get back to you guys with that. Let me just get that set up for you. So the first face plate we're going to look at here is the one she comes on in the package, which is her slightly looking to the right. It's kind of basically her end game or end of match pose, where she has her hand over her wrist, and, you know, she's slightly leaning and looking at you. It's the normal face, but you can see the paint apps are done very well. The eyes are darkened in. The red, obviously meaning her pupils, to insinuate that she is some kind of android or robot of some kind from Dr. Gero. And it looks nice, and, you know, it captures the character's personality very well. So let's take a look at the next faceplate. So the next faceplate we have here, I keep saying faceplate, but it should be faced plate. And it looks like she's chewing on something, so to insinuate she took a bite of the donut, or what have you, or, you know, took a bite of the piece of cake, which I wish came with the damn figure, but I digress. So you can see here that it has the eyes looking toward the left now, and her cheek is kind of bulged because she's basically saying that she has something in her mouth.
She has something in her mouth
for eating and chewing. So the paint is done very well. As you can see, the eyes are done. The shading of the red looks great. And you can see that it's focused, and you can also tell that the figure is eating something. It's really good. They've done a really great job with that. So let's take a look at the next faceplate. So with this faceplate here, it's her screaming faceplate to insinuate she's doing some kind of beam attack or some kind of attack, or she got struck. You know, anything you could use with an open mouth, faceplate. As you can see, her mouth is open. You can see that the tongue looks like it has been sculpted. The eyes look very, open and, paying attention. So they're wide and, or it could be even insinuating laughing. So the faceplate shows a great amount of detail for those effects that you might need when posing this awesome and fantastic figure. I don't want to say it's fantastic just yet. It's a good figure. Let's just leave it at that. So let's take out look at the last faceplate. So here's the last faceplate that comes with Android 21 in the package. And I really like this faceplate because it gives the eyes more of a human look. I mean, I get that she's an android and I know she's evil and she's part of Majin Buu, but they look great. I mean, the blue in the eyes, that looks like it has a nice shine, like if they're wet, and it gives the character more of a feminine look, to her, and it looks fantastic. I really like this faceplate out of all of them. If I was going to display this figure, this is the one I would use. And on another note, I want to thank Blaze Byrne for letting me borrow this figure. He's the one that let me pretty much review this figure. He's one of my subscribers and he has his own YouTube channel. So if you guys want to help out, please, my subscribers that I have here, check him out, show him some love. He's coming up. He's a great reviewer. I mean, he does some great stuff. He's got a couple reviews. He's starting out. So I would like to put a link in the description below, and I'll leave a little card if I can with one of his videos, so you guys could check it out and subscribe to him as well. So that's pretty much it with the accessories for Android 21. Let's take a gander at there we have it. We have Android 21. We got to look at all of her accessories, all the hands, the face plates. And this is a nice figure. I mean, it's definitely worth the shelf if you want it. I mean, I don't want to say go out and get it, but if you really want this figure because, you're a Dragon Ball Z fighter, or you're just a completist because you want the SH Figuarts complete line, yeah, go ahead and grab it. I mean, as for you having to rush out to try to go grab this figure, no need. I don't feel that her price is going to go up that much because I feel like they're going to just reproduce this figure enough times. But with all that being said, enjoy the slideshow, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that way you guys don't miss no videos from me. And like I said, go try and look at Blaze Burn Fire. He's an awesome reviewer. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. And I want to hear from you guys. I mean, comment with me. Leave me some comments. I want to interact with all the rest of my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys want to know anything, just leave it in the comment. Leave me a comment. I'd like to hear from you guys. So, enjoy the slideshow, guys.